Hey, it's Becky Fox here, and today I want to show you 5 of my favorite ab exercises that are great for beginners. So these are scaled down versions of some exercises that you may find too tough. So this is a great way to get started if you haven't worked out in a long time and you want to start building some strength in that core. So let's go ahead and get started. So our first exercise is going to be a bird dog. So just grab a mat. That's the only thing you're going to need today. These are all body weight exercises. We're going to start with actually a bird dog. So I'm going to flip over. I'm going the wrong way here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on all fours, okay? So hands under the shoulders, knees under those hips, and we're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg. So sounds easy enough, but I've seen a lot of people try to do the same side. So if you have trouble there, just lift your arm, okay, right? So right arm, and then left leg goes up. Now take some core strength to keep that balance so you don't roll over. We're going to take it down and switch to the other side. So reach with that hand, point with that toe, nice straight line from the hand to the heel, and then back down. So let's go one more on each side just so you got the hang of the move. Hold it there, keeping the core tight, keeping the hips facing the ground, shoulders facing the ground. It's just those arms and legs moving. Awesome. So that is our first exercise. That is a bird dog. From there, we're going to flip you on over and go into a Russian twist. So a lot of times a Russian twist is done with the heels off the ground. But if you're just starting out, it can be too challenging. It might hurt your back. So a great way to do this is we kind of come into a V-sit where we keep our heels down on the ground. Okay, and we're just going to, you can kind of take your hands together or just a little apart like if you were holding a little ball. We're just going to twist with our upper body, reaching from side to side towards the floor, okay? So a couple of things here is just gotta lean back a little bit because if we're sitting up tall, we're just doing this, we're taking all the work out of that belly. So just back just a little, twist, reach towards the floor. And I like to kind of touch my pinky into the floor. So the key here is keeping those legs straight and just twisting through the upper body. So it doesn't look like this, right? Keep those knees straight. Something that can really help is to grab a pillow, boom. Squeeze that pillow, it's gonna help keep those knees together, and then just twist right there. So that lower body stays still, we work through the upper body, you're gonna feel that in your core, you're gonna feel that in those obliques, okay? So Russian twist with your heels down is our second exercise. From there, we're gonna go into a plank. So if you find that you do planks on your toes, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can hold it for like 3 seconds, here's what you do. You can just go into a plank on your knees. So go on your forearms, okay? And we're just going to take our knees onto the ground. Now, a couple things here. So a lot of times I'll see people doing this, right? So I want to get that butt down. Because when we do this, we're just kind of getting a little bit of a shoulder workout, but not working the belly. And your goal, your right, is to work the abs. So drop those hips down, okay, so that you feel that core start to engage. And then you can hold your plank here, okay? So this is a great way to build the strength up so you can do it on your toes. Or you can always start on your toes if you can only hold it that 3 seconds. And then you can drop down and finish your set right here, okay? Awesome, so there's a plank on the knees. The next one is gonna be a side plank on the knees. So you've probably seen a side plank here where you're on your heels. Again, if you're just starting out, that can be really, really tough, right? So let's do it on our knees. So we wanna get our elbow right under that shoulder, so make sure you're not angled out here. Nice, good base there. Bend your knees. You can kind of place your feet together behind you. And all we're going to do here is lift the hips up and press the hips forward, okay? So we want a nice straight line from the shoulders to the knees. So don't stick your butt back. Squeeze your butt. Bring those hips forward. Press up to that bottom oblique here. And you're really going to feel it working here. Now you're going to feel your arms and your shoulders working too, which is a great benefit to that. Your other hand here, important that we either put it on our hip, put it in the air, put it somewhere other than cheating. This is cheating. So no hand on the floor, and then you can hold it here, you know, start 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and then of course, switch sides, same exact thing on the other side so that you even out. Cool? All right, I got one more for you here. These are called dead bugs, or as I like to actually call them, dying bugs, because they're still moving, which means they're not quite dead yet, right? So what we're gonna do is lay on our back. I want you to bring your feet up. Okay, so they're straight up from your hips. Hands are straight up from your shoulders, okay? Couple things before we go. We're gonna go opposite arm, opposite leg. But I want you to make sure your back is pressed into the floor. So as we go down, if you start to arch your back, first try to press it in. engaging the core. So if you just sit here and kind of press your back in, notice how you feel your stomach already engaging, right? So that's awesome. So keep it there. And if you have to, don't lower your arms or legs down as low. So if you can't keep that back to press the floor, lower the arms and legs down as far as you can, and over time, get a little bit lower, okay? So we're gonna go opposite arm, opposite leg. So again, just like those bird dogs, you gotta think about this. So I'm gonna take my right arm back, I'm a little close to the couch, but you know, give yourself a little more room, and then my left leg goes down. I'm gonna come up, I'm gonna switch to the other side. So not only does this work your core, but it works your brain a little bit too. Great way to wake up and, you know, just get the brain working in the morning too if you want to do this exercise. All right, so we're going opposite arm, opposite leg. Only lowering down as far as we can, that we can keep that back on the floor, okay? So this is a great way to get started with that exercise. Cool, so a couple reps there. And that is your 5 exercises for beginners to help start working that core. So thanks for joining me here. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button below, and I thank you for joining me. Have an amazing day.